What's good, y'all? It's your man's IRLnash back here again. So this first video we got on the comeback is the ending of the Sebastian Telfair situation. You know, the videos we've been tapping in with him. So finishing that up, it's crazy because, you know, I was wondering if they were gonna have this perfectly planned out for when he came back home, but it was. He back home already. Shout out to Sebastian, man. He walked that shit down like a G. But shit, bro. Other than that, we just gonna type in. My bad. Let me see. All right. So far, so good, as they say.
I would say it's like having another producer in the room that knows exactly what your song needs. This is co-producer, the fastest way to find.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, man. Gotta take accountability for all this.
All right. You should be smooth, man. Turn this down just a little bit. All right, this is the last one. Damn. Bro, the emotional roller coaster this nigga been going through just makes me feel so sad, bro. I understand, like, we done went through this whole process with him, and I've been the most crucial about him crying, but it's like every time I see him cry, that shit defeats me a little bit more. Waking up crying is crazy.
This is the beginning of 6 months in federal prison. I'm furious of leaving my babies. Man, I'm sick to my stomach, man. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm so mad for the reasons they was able to put me in jail, locking me up for community service. I'm like, community service? The y'all talking about community service, nigga? My kids need me. The community, nigga? Princess, you gotta be a big girl.
Can't say fuck the community, though.
You know, you one of the leaders in the house and the smartest in the house. You hear me?
They ain't show her the whole joint.
I'm so sorry. I'm crying. I'm so sorry. I love y'all.
Damn, that's a big ass. That's some big ass flying roaches.
6 months don't seem like shit to nobody.
That's probably a fly, but
There's a lot when you have a family, and I don't know how to compensate for that. I can't be both of us. I say I can, but I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm saying there's a lot, but it's like it's going to be over with, and like he not going and doing 5. He not going and doing 10. He doing half the year.
This is gonna be my lowest right here. I gotta prepare to not let them change my heart too much because my heart has changed. I ain't come on.
So you wanna get back?
Love, nigga, be right back.
No, but on next day. Woo!
I know a lot of them niggas, and like, no offense again, I know a lot of them niggas looking at him sometimes and they just like, bro, it's 6 months. Nigga, I you know me. I just got out from doing 3 years for robbing old woo-wop up the street one day. So what you talking about? I robbed the stove. Bro pulled out the blick, shot me. I went to jail for 3 years, nigga. So it's like niggas, like, I get it. But, man.
Yeah, this is the real departure right here.
They're going to jail in a Sprinter van, in a Mercedes Sprinter van. Nigga, I went to jail, I'd be going in an Uber. You know why? Because ain't nobody taking me.
She's such a baby.
Come on, son.
It's not your fault from now on.
Oh, wow.
I'll be sitting in my room till the day you come back. I love you. I'll be able to call me and stuff.
My daughter
I'll
is
forever
sick.
be your stepdaughter forever, love. I'm sorry.
That shit probably
Like
had.
leaving the comments.
That shit probably had hit her. She probably at the crib. That shit probably hit her, and she was just like, "Damn, I'm about to miss this nigga." That's tough, bro. That's tough as hell. Not to get too sad, but I remember my mom, my stepdad when they had broke up, and it's like, bro had been around for a minute, and he wasn't the greatest like dude in the world, but he was a dude who showed up nonetheless. When I needed to get picked up from school, he picked me up from school. You know, I don't know about the bills. I don't know. I know we wasn't living great. But I know that two people got up and they went to work each day. When that nigga, when they was like, we getting divorced, that shit, I was a kid. So, I was probably like 8, 9 years old. And it wasn't even like I can't even say I wasn't attached, because you are attached. You a kid at that point. This is all you really know up to this point is these 10, 15 people in your life. So, especially me, because, I got homeschooled for a long time. Now, when they got divorced, that's like the year or two that I went to school, like started going to school. So that's kind of also a lot of changes just was happening at once in my life at that time, very young. And I say all of that to say, I just remember crying. And I don't know if it was as much about him as it was about, I know everything about the change. And I'm not saying that's what the little girl going through. I'm hoping that it's more both. But I can even just I can empathize from where she coming from, because it's just like, damn, bro, shit about to change and I don't want it to. Especially when you young, and even if you like a little comfortable, like you kind of you feeling a little more comfortable, not just about your situation, but yourself sometimes. And you settling in to understand who you are. And then it's like, a lot of people talk about getting put in survival mode, but it's like they don't realize like they kids have been in survival mode. Or maybe they do, because they know how long they've been in survival mode. But it's like, it's a lot of kids who just in that mode themselves. And that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. So, all in all, I guess, obviously crying about it, that's one thing, but him being so sad about being away from his children is admirable.
The TMZ. And I'm just reading and I'm like, 6 months might not be a lot to other people, but when you're missing milestones and you have babies and shit like that,
I'm gonna miss Christmas. I'm gonna miss Thanksgiving. I'm gonna miss the baby's 4th birthday. I'm gonna miss the first day that they go to school. That's 6 months. Seems like a year. I gotta wear the egg on my face, and I gotta get it back.
What do you mean by that?
I would tell anybody, don't get locked up for nothing, because that's the way to become a slave in 2025 out here. Like, you will not have your freedom. Let me put the address in and see how long it's gonna say.
it's right up the block.
She know where it's at. She done been there before. Look, man, I remember the first time I ever went to, the last time as well, that I ever went to go see my uncle in prison. Boy, oh boy, I was in shock. I was in shock, bro. I cannot even hold you up. And this wasn't even like this wasn't even a max security. This was a level 2. So it wasn't even like it was like a huge, but they just had, I remember this one thing, they had vending machines. And that's all that nigga kept on saying, like, shit, y'all ain't gonna give me nothing out the vending machine? And just like, yeah, I didn't know niggas wanted something out the, obviously. Watching some movies, seeing some more, living some life, because I was younger at that point. I was probably about 22, 23. So, that was probably about 10 years ago that I seen the nigga last. Shit. It's kind of crazy when you put it in perspective like that, to be real with you. Niggas go away, bro, and then it's like you forget about them. It's like one of the most saddest things, and then it's just moments like this that you do remember. It's just like, man, I wish my dog was home. I can't hold you up. Again, when I was going through the stuff I was going through in high school, getting expelled and stuff like that, Zeke was my best friend. Like, I hung out with Zeke the most. I talked to Zeke on the phone the most, everything. So when that nigga went to prison and he been there, 20 plus years now, it's like shit. It's like my best friend has been gone most of my life. Then it's just like I can look at that and put myself, or understand my narrative, but it's like that nigga been gone for 20 plus years. He done missed everything. So
Shit is crazy. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, man. Gotta take accountability for all this. That's it, bro. He knew it because he was saying it last night. He was like, I want to come. I want to come with you.
oh man, this nigga wiped his tears with a do-rag. Damn, bro, this nigga face is raw. Pause.
What do you mean by that?
Cause shit, all that crying, and then this nigga just slid a silk do-rag down his face. Fuck.
I'm mad at myself for going to jail. This shit has just put a complete, stop on my life.
Yeah.
Don't make this a habit.
No.
Understand?
This is the last time I should be in this situation right here.
Yeah.
But I got a lot more fight in me. A
Saying,
lot of
bro.
people got to see my...
And obviously, this just makes sense. And I know but when you go to jail, it increases your chances of going back to jail. When you go to prison, it's not almost guaranteed, but it's just such a high percentage of people who go back to prison after they go one time. And that's just that institutionalization of, things like prison. And sometimes even when you hear people even talk about the army sometimes, no disrespect, it's just, you can tell that, it changes people so drastically. And that shit just, you see friends and people you knew back in high school who, they just want to keep on being in the army. And that's fine. We appreciate all of the troops, all of them. But it's just something where it's like, even if they don't want to do the things that they doing, or even if they want to have a change of life, it's like, now I'm so entrenched into what I was doing here and there that I can't think of anything past that anymore. It's damn. Y'all see that? I've never seen that before. My bad. I got a little too talkative. Get that shit out of here.
At my lows. I still got a lot more to offer. There's a lot of things that I want to do.
To the youngins, I want to say just do right. You know what I'm saying?
I want to get back to it. When we get to the other side, we can move on and continue to grow.
Hide
I'm
what?
gonna see y'all 6.
Oh, I can hide that? That's crazy. I didn't know. Is that what that is? Oh, it hides that stuff. My bad. Hey, man. And then, from what I know, Bassie is back home, y'all. So, shout him out. Glad he back home. Hopefully, bro, stay home and he just stay out of trouble, because that's all he got to do. And hopefully, whatever career is lined up for him, whether it be, high school basketball, whatever, go on a damn podcast tour first, and then just, put your feet to pavement, bro. Something gonna happen. Even if you gotta take a year or two just to do something, whatever. Just put your feet to pavement. Do what you love doing. Even if it's just running pickup games, bro, do what you love doing for a couple of months. That's what you gotta focus in on, because you gotta understand what you can do here versus what you did there. Because 6 months, again, we've downplayed it a lot, but You nigga, a lot changes in people's lives in 6 months, bro. I've seen people get their grind up, nigga, and change their whole lives for the better in 6 months. So let's not act like niggas can't have a change for the worse in 6 months. That happens, bro. Like, shit, it only take one thing. So, at the end of the day, I'm just praying that, bro, stay blessed. He come back, and he just ball out. Because, shit, that's what he been doing for the beginning. Shit got rocky in the middle. I hope you doing it for the rest. That's all I'm going to say, man.